Welcome or welcome back. My name is Joanne, and in today's video we're going to do my next installment for my inventory or my collection videos. And today it's going to be my lip collection. So this is going to include all of my lip balms, lip prep products, lip masks, lip liners, lipsticks, lip glosses. So hopefully this won't take super long. But without further ado, let's just get into my lip products. Yes, this is the same day that I'm filming my cheek products collection, and that took not as long as I thought it was going to, but it still took a long time. So first, I'm going to start with just specifically lip prep products, and it's these ones right here. First up, I have this one from YSL. This is their Rouge Volupté Candy Glaze, and this is the shade number 02. This is just like their super light pinky, basically clear one. Yeah, so I'm just using this as a lip prep step right now, just to try to use it up. It's not one that I repurchase. It's a little thick, a little kind of like the Tarte Maracuja lipstick thingies, you know, that's super popular. I don't like those because no, I don't like the formula of them. And my other three are all from ColourPop and the Powerpuff Girls. These are technically their glosses. So I have Blossom, which smells like watermelon. But honestly, these aren't super glossy. They don't provide like a ton of moisture or anything. So I'm probably just going to use these as lip preps. And then I have Buttercup, which is green apple, I believe. This is the one that I've used prior. Yeah, green apple. I do like that one as well. And this is the Bubbles one, and this is, I think, blue raspberry. Yeah, I think this is my least favorite out of the three. Next, I'll talk about my lip balms. So I have this one from Ole Henriksen. This is their Pop Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment, and this is the citrus one, just their original one. And this smells so good. I love anything that smells like citrus. It almost smells like an orange cream. So there's this one. This is the one that I'm currently taking to work with me to hopefully use up soon. It's about like right here. So about halfway, a little less than halfway. My next one is from Laneige. This is the Lip Glowy Balm in Taro Bubble Tea. I love this scent so much. It literally smells like a taro bubble tea. Insane. It's crazy how they got this scent like this, but I love this so much. And then I have these three from Clara and Fritz. So they're a tallow shop. So they make their products out of beef tallow. I know this sounds kind of weird. Okay, but it's really helped my skin. That is the face moisturizer that I use. And my favorite out of these three is the orange cream. And I did just purchase a backup of my whipped tallow balm in orange cream. I am currently using an unscented one, but I just love this scent so much. And I also have peppermint and then their unscented one. These all came in a little set. And I think these are nice. Like, it's not super thick or glossy like the other two that I mentioned. This is just like a normal chapstick type of formula. Now for my Laneige lip sleeping masks. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my big full size ones. Taro Bubble Tea, love her, one of my faves. I still can't believe how good they made the scent because it smells exactly like a Taro Bubble Tea. So good. And then these two are unopened because I'm waiting to use up my minis and deluxes to open them. But I have Mango, which is another one of my favorites. And then I have this one, that's the Pink Lemonade, which I'm gonna ask my friend if she wants this because I have so many. And I do want to try the lip mask from Babe Original. They're known for their lash serums, I think. I don't think they're super popular because I haven't heard about them until recently. I have two deluxe sizes. So I have one in peppermint that has not been used. And then I have one in pumpkin spice, which I don't love the formula of this one. It's a little thinner than the others, but I love the scent so much. This might have to be used as like a lip prep, and this one has a decent dent going in it. I do like the scent. And then I have 4 minis left. I'm gonna start with this one. This one's in Gummy Bear, and this is the one I'm currently using in the bathroom. There's a teeny tiny bit left, like a few more days, and this is gonna be empty, which is so exciting, and I get to start working on a new one. This is one of my favorite ones from their line. This one's very hydrating. If you're gonna get one of them that's from their permanent line, I recommend Gummy Bear. If you like a sweet scent, I feel like all of them are sweet scents though. So if you don't like a sweet scent, don't go for them. And then I have Mango, which I did mention, I think in my last Get Ready With Me, that I've decided to put this on hold so I can take this on my 2-week trip to China and Japan with me. And then I have Watermelon Pop, which is one that I've opened now. It smells so good. It does leave a little bit of a red tint on your lips, which I don't love. But I've decided to put this also on the back burner because I do want to focus on the YSL as a lip prep first. And then I do have one last mini of Berry. This is their original scent. It's almost like a strawberry banana scent. I don't love this formula though. I definitely prefer the Gummy Bear one over this one. I love the Gummy Bear and the Mango and the Taro Bubble Tea. Those are my 3 favorites, in case you're wondering. I haven't tried all of them, okay? I've tried a lot of them though, I would say. Now for my lip liners, and looking at all of these, how did this happen? Because, hold on. Let me try to grab all of them because this is insane. Like, hello? How do I have so many? I'm gonna start with my Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. This is the one that I have on today. This is an iconic nude. It's just a nice everyday nude lip liner. And then I also have this one in Walk of No Shame. It's a nice, almost like berry-ish red shade. It's very pretty. And I do really like this formula. It's a little sticky, like it's a tacky lip liner. So it's not the easiest to blend out, but I think it looks really nice. And it stays very long. I have these ones from Makeup Forever. So I have 2 in Wherever Walnut, which is not my favorite shade. I'm gonna ask my friend if she wants this unopened one. But this is the one that was in my Project Pan that I stopped using because it became summertime and I didn't want to use this anymore. So hopefully I can use this up during the winter. So at the end of this year into next year. This one is in the shade Limitless Brown. I mean, you can see what the color is. It's just like a deep, warmish brown shade. Very nice for this time of year, actually. And then this is in the shade Anywhere Caffeine. This is my favorite out of the ones that I've tried from them. It's a little bit of a pinky brown. It's very pretty, very everyday. I have 2 from Blend Bunny, and these are their like retractable lip liners. I don't think you can get these anymore. They came in a bundle with their liquid lipsticks, but I don't think they have them anymore. I'm not sure. I think this is the red one. The writing has worn off from what I labeled it. I think this is like a Pro, maybe. But this is the red one that they have had. These are very, very creamy though, so I don't love that for a lip liner. I prefer something that's a little bit drier, something that's gonna last longer. My other Blend Bunny lip liner is in the shade Haunting. This is just a deep, deep like plum shade. That is so pretty. Look at that. Yeah, again, it's so creamy that like you can see that there was a little scratch mark in there. I have one ColourPop lippy pencil, and this is in the shade Love Bug. This is another like kind of reddy berry, like a berry red type of shade. Very pretty. Again, very, very creamy. And I don't like that in a lip liner. This is the Fenty Traced Out Pencil Lip Liner, and this is in the shade number 3, Satin Panty. And this is a very pretty color. That's that one right there. And this is very creamy, but it's very long lasting. And it's a sharpenable lip liner, which I tend to prefer. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I always think of it as being creamy, but obviously it's still very long lasting. So I need to use this one more, but I don't because again, it's a creamy formula. But it's not one of those normal creamy formulas that just go everywhere or don't stay in place super long. I should talk about this one because it's in my project pan. This is the Lunar Beauty lip pencil in the shade Cocoa. This is another just like deeper warm brown right there. And I think this is the last one before I talk about all my MAC ones. This is from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is an old one, okay, and this is in the shade You Guys. You Guys. This is such a pretty plummy lip liner. It's a little lighter than Haunting. But again, this is more of a creamy formula. I've used one of these up before in a more neutral shade, and it's just not my favorite, and you can't even get this anymore. Not that I would recommend it because Jaclyn Hill. Now for all of my MAC lip liners. This one is in the shade Oak. I have not used this that often because it is my lightest lip liner I own, and I think this would suit me best when I am palest. See, it's just very, very light, so I haven't used this much. This one that's jumping out is Stone. I do use this quite a bit just to add some definition to my lips. I did not use it today, but that's what Stone looks like. And I kind of want one that's a little bit more brown than that one, so if you have any recommendations for like a very cool toned brown lip liner, let me know. This one's in the shade Greige. This has a little bit of a green undertone to it. It's kind of like Stone, but green. That one right there. And I've been trying to get that to work for me. I don't know if I've really figured it out yet though. This is the shade Cork. It's another like kind of mid-tone warm brown shade. That's that one right there. The shade Spice. That's that one right there. That would be so pretty right now. Why do I not use that more? I think I need to put this into my makeup bag, so I reach for it. A Strip Down. This one is my favorite out of all of them. This is just an everyday brown. Cool Spice. This is, I think, their newest lip liner shade. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this kind of gives Iconic Nude vibes. It's a little like pinky, very neutral. I think I do prefer the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners over these, but good to know that I have that shade. And I have the shade Whirl. I think this was my first ever MAC lip liner, and I rarely used it because it's just not a shade that I reach for, like, ever. It's this mauve-y shade, and I don't wear mauves on my lips. But maybe during the winter, that would be really pretty. Next, I'm gonna talk about my lip glosses. I'm gonna first talk about the ones that aren't my Lawless or my MAC glosses. I have one from Fenty. This is in the shade Mango Margs. It's just a nice orangey shimmery shade with like pink sparkles in it. It's very pretty. I still don't think I like the Fenty lip gloss formula. It's just a little too thick for me. Yeah. I just don't think I like it. It's not a favorite for me, but I do love the shade. I have one of these e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oils. This is in the shade Opal. It's Apology Tour, but it's Opal Tour. So this is what it looks like. It's like a clear with blue and purple shimmers through it. It's very pretty. And then I have this like lip gloss stick from YSL. This is their Candy Glow Balm, and this is in the shade 3B. I use this whenever I don't know what to wear and I don't want to use like my Project Pan gloss or anything. It's just very sheer, a little pink, very pretty. I have less MAC glosses than Lawless, so let's go through the MAC ones first. I have Clear Lip Gloss, Staple, so good, thicker formula, but so glossy. And I have 3 of their lip glosses. This one's in the shade Oh Baby. This was my first one, and it's like this shimmery bronzy shade. I don't know if you can see it. And then I have the shade Oyster Girl, which is like this ethereal, like baby pink with like a gold shimmer through it. And then this is in the shade Purr, which is like this corally shade. It's very pretty. It's less sparkly than the other 2, but it's still very pretty. Now my Lawless glosses. I'm gonna go through my minis first. So I have Nudie, which is what I'm wearing today, and it's in my Project Pan. And I do have I forgot about that. And I do have a backup of it that I kind of forgot about, but this is the shade Nudie. Just because, I don't know why, but I'm the type of person where if I don't have it on hand, I'm not gonna use it. Because now I use this all the time. Now that I bought this. Make it make sense. I don't know. I also have Rosy Outlook. That's also my Project Pan. I have not used this yet. I've been focusing on Nudie. But this is also like that baby pink type shade, but it's basically clear. And then I have this one that's in the shade of Velvet. It's just like a pink. It's just a nice pink gloss. And then I have 3 full-size Lawless glosses. I have Cherry Vanilla, which is their red. Their sheer red, I should say. I have Maple Sugar, which is their deeper warm brown. And then I have the shade George, which is described as a taupe, like a taupe nude, but it's just a nice everyday gloss shade. This is actually a repurchase. I have used up one of these in the past. I think I used it up last year in the beginning of the year, and I couldn't take it anymore, so I repurchased it. Last category are my lipsticks. So I'm going to start with the brands that I only have 1 of. Well, this one I technically have 2 of, but I consider this one a lipstick. This is from YSL. This is their Love Shine like lip oil stick or something. And by the name of it, you would think it's shiny, right? Like a gloss, like a lip oil. No, it's just a sheer lipstick. Okay, that looks glossy, but like on the lips, it's barely any gloss. But this is a really pretty shade. This is in the shade 122. Again, it's like that rusty burnt shade that I love right now. Next, I have one from L'Oreal. This is one of their Color Riche lipsticks in the shade Organza. This is a frost lipstick. I hate the scent of these. I normally love scented products, but not this one. But that shade is very pretty. I have one liquid lipstick, and that is from Blend Bunny. It's one of their matte lip creams, and this is in the shade Haunting. It's like that lip liner. It's a deep plummy shade, and this formula is very comfortable, even though this should be turning soon because it's a little older. But look how pretty that shade is. It's like one of those sexy vampy shades. I have one from BK Beauty. This is in the shade Grace. This is the only one that I've kept out of the ones I have. This is a very nice everyday lipstick during the winter, and I would love to use this up soon. See, it's a little pinky. It's just so nice. And the formula is very nice, very moisturizing. Amazing. I have one from Milani. This is one of their matte lipsticks. This is in the shade Tease. I don't know what they're actually called, but this is such a nice formula. It's very creamy, very pigmented. It's a light pinky nude shade. My kind of shade. I have one from Melt Cosmetics. This is in the shade Mum, and like this one has a scent to it, but I like it. This is like one of those rusty type of shades. I do have multiples of this kind of shade, but this is like the most brown out of all of them, and I love that so much. I've been trying to find a shade similar to this one, but I just can't. They're just not the same. And then my last one-off brand is a Pat McGrath lipstick. This came in a lip set, probably like a Sephora favorite set, and this is in the shade Vendetta. It's a red. I've barely used this, but this is my favorite red that I've ever found. It's like a deeper berry type of red, and I just put my finger into it. But like, look at that blurriness to it. It's a very nice formula. It is a matte lipstick, but it's not like drying at all, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. I have two from Westman Atelier. Yes, very bougie, I know. And I've barely used these. These are both their Lip Suede matte lipsticks. And this one is in the shade PK. This is the lighter of the two. It smells like chocolate. It's, again, a nice winter shade. It's a nice like mauvey pinky shade, but I don't like how to twist it up. You literally have to have your fingers on here. Otherwise, there's no other way you can twist it up. And it's very small, but these are very pigmented, and this packaging is very luxe, but very pretty. And then this one is in the shade Rue. This is a little bit of a deeper brown shade. And these are literally magnetic. That is such a pretty shade. Oh, I'm so excited. I should use this in like the fall time. That is gorgeous. These are magnetic, but they don't magnetize together. Like, it's so hard to get these to magnetize. I do have 3 from Merit. I did have more. One of them broke at the base, so I got rid of it. And the other one I just didn't love the shade for. This is one of their signature lip mattes. This is in the shade Court. This is the time to be using this kind of shade, but guess what? I haven't used it once during the spring summer season. Shame. Shame. And then both of these are in their original signature lip formula. This one's in the shade Slip. This is also in my Project Pan. This is more of a moisturizing sheer lipstick, but I love the shade so much, and I honestly would repurchase this because if I don't want a super pigmented lipstick, I tend to go for this one. But it is my Project Pan because Merit is more of a clean beauty brand, and I'm afraid that it's gonna go off before I get to use it much. It still smells good though. My other shade is in the shade L'Avenue. This one is so pretty. Ugh. It's like it's a sheer plummy shade. So pretty. I did have Tiger, which I kind of want again. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe if I can use up a lipstick or try to use up another lipstick. My last category for my lips is my MAC lipsticks. I just counted and I have 15 MAC lipsticks. How did that happen? I don't know. I do not know. Let's go with these 4 first. So this is one of their old matte lipsticks. This is in the shade Whirl. Okay, this one's very pretty. It's like a deep mauve shade. This one is one of their old satin lipsticks, and it's in the shade Mocha. This was in my Project Pan, and then I realized, oh, I'm not using that up this year. And I love the shade so much. I think this one has been replaced by Cafe Mocha. I don't know if they're the same shade. I hope they are, but I would assume they're slightly different because they have a different name. But I love this like warm pink. I think I got lipstick on this chair. This one is one of their old cream sheen lipsticks, and I love this formula so much. This is the shade Creme in Your Coffee. I love this lipstick. It's one of my favorites in my collection, and it's just so moisturizing, a little glossy. It's a little bit of like a pinky shade. So, so pretty. So nice. And I think that's one that I want to try to focus on. And this is one of their Frost lipsticks that I got somewhat recently, probably either earlier this year or late last year, but this is in the shade Gel. And I haven't used this all that much just because it does emphasize dry lips. But look how pretty that is. So it's like if you want a metallic-y, shimmery look, but you don't want to use a lip gloss. Yeah, very pretty. And then I have two of their Luster Glass formulas. This one is in the shade Hug Me, which is the one that I prefer. It's a little bit more brown toned. It's still very pinky. That one's Hug Me right there. It's kind of similar to that YSL lip gloss stick that I like. And then this is in the shade Thanks It's MAC. This is a little lighter and a lot more pink. There's that one right there. It also has like a tiny bit of like a purpleness to it if you look at it. I don't know, at least to me there's like a purpleness to it. The rest of them are their newer formulas. I might try to go by formula. Most of them are gonna be mattes, but I do have some satins. Okay, so I have more satins than mattes. Who would have thought? I'm pretty sure most of these are from the Nudes collection. Let's see here. I have Folio, which is one of my favorites during the winter time. I have not been using this because it is summer. There's that one. It's very like gray toned, but I love this as like a mixer. This one is the shade Lady Danger. This is another very summery shade that I haven't been using much, but it is so pretty. I did use this once. Stunning. And then I have the shade Yash. This is my favorite lipstick in my whole collection. Look how much I've used of this. Like, let me compare this to a full-size MAC lipstick. I'm sure this one's basically full. Oh yeah, that's basically full. Like, look at that. Look at all that use. That organic use. Like, this has not been in a project at all this year. And it's gotten that much use. Yeah, love that lipstick. Oh, I didn't even swatch it though. Sorry. I got so excited to show you my progress on it that there's that one. It's almost like a peachy pink shade. It's just nice for everyday looks. And then this is in the shade Marrakesh, which is the one that I compared that one to. Again, like that rusty type of shade. What is on there? Okay. That is so pretty. Like, that one's a little bit more orangey than the Melt one. It's a little less brown, but I still love that shade. Okay, the rest are all sleek satin lipsticks. We're gonna start with this one. Okay, this is in the shade Espresso Yourself. Look, I swatched them in store. I swatched this in store compared to Marrakesh, and I swear they were different. They are not that different, at least not on the lips. So there's that one. Like, they look a little different, right? But on the lips, they don't look different at all. I thought that that would be a little bit more brown on my lips, but no, they show up the same. And then this one is in the shade Hodgepodge. I have been using this one a decent amount during the summer, not as much as I've been using Yash. I mean, I did get these probably in like February. Is that when their Nudes collection launched? There's that one. It's just a nice, like, almost olivey, like greenish tone brown. Very pretty. Next is the shade Flesh Pot, which is apparently not the same as their old Flesh Pot. I wish I was into MAC back in the day, okay? But that's what that one looks like. That looks insane. But this is more of a mixing lipstick. It's a little bit more pink than the original Flesh Pot. No, This one's a little more peach than the original Flesh Pot, I think. Because they came out with Underslept, which is the original Flesh Pot. And that one's like pink. I need to use this more. Actually, I think I've used this once and I did like it, but I need to use it more. This one is in the shade Stone. This is another great one for the winter time because it's literally like the lip liner. It's a great lipstick. It's a nice mixer to make things a little more cool toned when you need it. And then I have the shade Peach Stock. This is the last lip product of this video. And can you tell I've been using this? I need to wipe this off to give you a proper swatch of it. I have been really enjoying this one. It adds a little peachiness to it. If you need it, if you need your lips to be a little more warm, definitely use Peach Stock. This one and Flesh Pot are ones that I wasn't planning on picking up and I picked up after the fact. And I really enjoy them. They're such nice mixers. Look at all my MAC lipsticks. This makes me so happy. Well, actually, that's not even all of them, because I wiped away the swatches from before. Those are all of my lip products that I have in my collection. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day, a great night, whatever time it is for you. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.